I'm so excited I got this new mold from Nurture Soap. I've been looking around for a long time for this mold of this particular dimension so that it could fit my specialty screen for the screen lift design, designed and created by Chas of Wild Plantanica, and as you'll see, it fits in there just perfectly. And so we're going to be pouring our soap, and then when it comes time, we're just going to lift it out. Oh, let me show you something first. If you'll notice, there's like these threaded rods with little nuts, and I just, there's a nut on each side, and I tightened it so that the threaded rods are secure, so that when it comes time to pull up your soap, you just lift it up, just like that. My lime water may have looked a little bit murky. That was actually cucumber juice that I had juiced some cucumbers, and I'd use that in place of my lime water. And so usually when I use fruit juices and other things like that, it doesn't get clear. It's like cloudy and murky. So it was perfectly normal, even though it may have looked suspect. Now that my soap batter is fully emulsified, I'm using my colorants. I have charcoal for black, spirulina powder for green, and that's paprika that I'm using, my paprika infusion. And then I'm just going to mix those all together and then start the pour. The whole purpose of the screen lift design is to layer your soap horizontally on top of each layer without trying not to break the layer below it. And this can be, difficult if your batter is thin or if there's like rods in the way and you can't get everything completely perfect, but just do the best that you can with what you have to work with. So I'm just going to alternatively pour each color. So I've got natural, orange, green, and black, and I'm just going to alternate as needed or as desired until I'm done pouring all my soap. Up until this point, I had been using a cutting board to try to break the fall of my soap so that it wouldn't break the layer of soap below it, but that was getting a little bulky and awkward, so I switched over to a spatula. Now the fun part of lifting the screen out of the soap batter. Now I'm starting to lift up very slowly and just giving it a little jiggle just to kind of help the soap flow through the cracks a little better and a little more smoothly. And here it comes up. Once you're done, have a bucket ready to put that screen in so it doesn't create a mess everywhere. At least that would just be my recommendation. I'm just going to do a little bit of a design just on the surface of the soap. I had poured a little bit of the extra soap batter that I had in my bucket on the top just to not waste as much, and then I'm just doing a little decorative just on the surface of the soap. It's not going down to the bottom of the mold or anything. "18 hours later and the soap is ready to cut, so I'm going to cut it into 3 loaves that I had pre-measured. And then each of those loaves I'm going to cut into 5 blocks. as you'll see ahead. And then I'll take each block and cut on the horizontal plane, as you'll see me demonstrate.